When we're going in, we're looking for land. The whole point of what I'm going over today is to show you the reality of exactly how I look for properties for myself. This is obviously Alec looking for property for himself, but because he's under my leadership, it's the same exact thing. Everything is data driven. You don't go in and you don't build what you want to build. You build what the market needs. It's not as overwhelming. The other ones almost put too much in the house. And there's the reality to that, you know, like you get overboard on these houses. It's just too much for people. I mean, wide open. I don't care for the kitchen. Cheaper refrigerator, not even Sub-Zero. We just buy some nice refrigerators in there. Cabinets are a little bit more in line. Still a really nice, you know, layout. Those windows, that must be a selling factor, you know, because of the views to the back. These aren't even the wide ones. We're doing double. So ours are bigger, thicker, you know. These cabinets they're nice. Maybe a wine deal, I like that. Little wine refrigerator. We put something like that in the pantries. We're redesigning these cabinets. Clean roof lines. Views, this one has views. It's those views. It's the lot. It's the views. So it sold it over the house. This house is not even nearly as nice as the other ones. Not even nearly as nice. It's nice, but not nearly as nice. I mean, the cabinets are less sophisticated. The appliances aren't as nice. The fixtures are not as nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it's the view. Yeah.
It's the views. It's the views. People are buying the views on this area. They're buying the views. Okay, we got to look at those lots for those views.
Oh, that one does have a pool too. It looks like, it's like a pool there.
Yeah, it looks like a little pool. But that doesn't sell. That ain't what sold the house.
Yeah.
That isn't the pool. Not in this market. It's the views, that wide open floor plan. That's just the space. Look how much space there is in here. The square footage really is just space. Look how much spread there is in between this kitchen. Like that, that's nice. That big, thick, wide hallway. Because they're not giving these people any more than what the other people did. It's just wider spaces. That looks more like resort style. That's pretty. I like that. Like at the end of the hallways, a little bit wider space in there. That's a great accent piece. It's real pretty. No carpet off in these houses. There's not a lick of carpet in these houses. These ceiling fans are just simple. Windows are simple. Like, look at that staging. Looks like a dorm room. It's crazy. Floating cabinets. Yeah, I like those floating cabinets. Simple mirrors, like we do. Nice claw-footed tubs. See, we got to put nicer tubs in there. That's a nice tub. That's like the ones here in my house. That's a $2,500, $3,000 tub. These ones here are like $5,000 tubs.
That's an accent piece.
Yeah. It's just using hardcore shakers, man. We might have to switch to the hardcore shakers. See what these houses do with our hollow core doors. Backdrop's nice. This is the type of backdrops that Tim will look for in the kitchen and stuff on this one. And you know, I bought your tile, like for the whole thing up, but we may want to change it. We may want to not do that floor and tile. We may take some of that back. You know that?
And then just do a pattern like this.
Something like that.
Or I was even thinking that maybe like doing the wood again too in the bathroom. Might be weird with the tile.
Or I was thinking of doing like in the one that you're doing, that blue flooring that we saw in that one shower, and then doing the blue on the backdrop.
Oh, okay.
Potentially. Or just something like this that's clean. It's just soft, it's clean, it's settled. That's nice. Like, that's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just clean. The thing about this house, it's clean. They use nice stuff, it's clean. Nice stuff and clean. That's not clean. Why would they even do that? Put that in there. So this is the builder right here. The builder's living in this house. So this is the builder living in his own house. He's probably single, doesn't have a wife, and they take a picture of this closet. Like, take the picture before, guys. Like, take the picture before. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, do not put that in your listings. This is where he's staying right here, because the bed's not even made right. This is the room that the builder's staying in right here. He's living in this house. Put some sheets over the window. Like, before you do that stuff, guys, don't do this bullshit, okay? That's where he's staying right there. That's his bedroom. That's like what Eddie would be doing, yeah. See, you just threw that over. Didn't make the bed right. Cool.
Yeah, same herringbone in there. That's it.
Yeah,
this is what you said, just clean.
Just clean. It's just clean. It's just simple and clean. If you want to learn the exact strategy of how to buy the right piece of land in the right area to build a house, if you want to learn the exact strategy that I've been utilizing for almost 3 decades, then text me the word land at 505-560-0520. Let's go ground up. Let's buy land. Let's build houses. And let's start right now. Now, when we're going in, we're looking for land. The whole point of what I'm going over today is to show you the reality of exactly how I look for properties for myself. This is obviously Alec looking for property for himself, but because he's under my leadership, it's the same exact thing. Everything is data driven. You don't go in and you don't build what you want to build. You build what the market needs and wants in that area. And what the market needs and wants, and it speaks to you in numbers, days on market, and price per square foot, that's what you build. When you go in, ladies and gentlemen, you build more neutral for the masses, but you still put that wow and pizzazz factor in there that we saw in a lot of these builds. But it's not the wow and pizzazz factors as much as it is the simplicity of relating to the masses. When someone can come in, move from the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, or right here locally, and be able to move their furniture in to a house that's neutral, and they're able to get into a beautiful home with nice amenities, that's what's going to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're buying land and you're building houses, allow the data to speak to you first. It's the data that always wins. When you follow the market trends and you don't try to force the market, your houses will always sell for more money and a higher price per square foot, and your trim outs will complement what the market is desiring over what you are searching for and trying to give. Because you might give too much and you might give too little. There's a fine line in the middle that you want to execute to, and if you allow the market to talk to you and don't complicate it, the market will tell you exactly what needs to be in every single home and what's restricting and allowing the property to be bought, sold, or sit for an extended amount of days. For more content just like this, to understand better how to profit from buying land, building houses, and building and scaling into multifamily, click and subscribe to my YouTube channel, pound that thumbs up button, and comment your thoughts below. If you're watching this for the second time, hit #repeat, and until next time, go out and compound your success.